Hi. I'm here today to explain to you the way in which we as physical beings can sense and use the energy given to us both by our Mother Earth, and where we may also receive energy or information from the higher realms, spirit realms, whichever you wish to refer to them as. It's important to understand that throughout our bodies we have centers called chakras. These energy centers allow energy to pass through our systems and allow that energy to go wherever it's needed most within our physical bodies. These chakras go through our bodies. If you imagine a hole or a wheel at each point, and as the energy moves through the chakras, each one turning in the opposite direction to the previous one. There are in fact 7 main chakras which we use. There are many more, but these really aren't relevant to what I'm going to work with you today about. Just so you know roughly where to find these chakras once you go into the meditation, I'd like you now to look at this image. Working upwards, the red chakra is the root chakra. And you can feel this energy center right at the base of your back, around about your tailbone area. Moving up from that, we have the orange chakra, which is the sacral chakra. And this chakra is found a little way up from the root chakra, but not quite as high as the belly button. In between. As we move further up the body, you can see the yellow chakra, and this is called the solar plexus chakra. And that chakra is felt just above the belly button, or just over the belly button. Moving up yet again, we have what's depicted as a green chakra, and this chakra is called the heart chakra, and it is exactly where you'd expect it to be, at heart level. Moving up to the blue chakra, this is the throat chakra, and of course it's over the throat. When we move further up still, we have an indigo chakra, and this chakra is right between your eyebrows, at the top of your nose, square in the middle of your forehead. And finally, the chakra on the top of your head, which is usually depicted in a violet colour, is your crown chakra. And your crown chakra is where, when you are ready, the energy from spirit will come through. But today, we're not here to connect to spirit. In fact, quite the opposite. Today I'm going to talk you through a short meditation and explain how we can open these chakras up and close them down at will. It's important in the early stages of your development that you keep these chakras closed when you do not wish to sense any information from either the spirit realms or indeed excess non-serving energy from the world around us. And by non-serving energy, I don't mean anything sinister or anything that might deem to be spooky. I find that most people that express a wish to work with spirit are natural empaths and very sensitive, and as such, as we go through our day-to-day life, we very often sense energies from other people. Sometimes that's great if they're having an absolutely fabulous day and they're happy. Lovely to be in their energy. But if they're in pain or upset or stressed, it's equally as easily for us to sense that energy too. And this is why it is important to keep our energy system closed. So now, what I'd like you to do is find yourself somewhere comfy, somewhere where you won't be disturbed for the next 10 minutes or so, while I talk you through opening your chakras and then closing them down. Find yourself a comfy spot, and when you're ready, close your eyes. And now I invite you to breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. Breathe out for a count of 4. And wait for a count of 4. I'd now like you to repeat this cycle again, twice. And with each session of these breathing exercises, I want you to feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. So in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. And wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that you're feeling more relaxed, I want you to visualize high above your head, above your crown chakra, a stream of bright white light coming from a place higher than you can think. And that column of bright white light, I want you to visualize that column running right through your body, bringing that beautiful light energy with it as it flows, till it goes out through the soles of your feet and right down to the core of Mother Earth. Know that that bright white light is one of energy, love, and mostly protection. And know that with that white light shining through you, you are safe to work as we do this chakra opening and closing exercise. And now I invite you to imagine that you're sat directly on the earth, in the manner that the lady was in the picture. I want you to feel the weight of your body connecting with the grass or the beach or wherever you picture yourself as being. I want you to feel every point of contact, be that of your own body, on the ground, be that of where your hands are lying, be it on your knee, your lap. Feel that connection and feel centered and grounded. And now you feel centered and comfortable. I want you to visualize a cord coming from your root chakra, and I want you to see that cord rooting you firmly anchored to the center of the earth. And then through the column of light that we've already visualized, I want you to see pure energy flowing down through that column, right down to the place of your root chakra. And as you visualize that root chakra, I want you to visualize it as a golden egg or bud type shape, whichever you prefer. And as this energy flows down, I want you to watch that bud or shape unfold. I want you to visualize this as you would picture a flower bursting out of its bud to show all its beauty to the world. And as the golden layers peel back, I want you to notice that the flower that opens is the deepest, darkest red that you can picture. Watch as each petal unfolds until there is no more to unfold, and as the power and the energy flows down into it, it becomes bigger and brighter and more beautiful. When you're comfortable that that flower is fully open, I want you to see that energy topping up and moving up to your sacral chakra, your orange chakra. And as that energy flows into that sacral chakra, I want you to see the golden layers peeling back to reveal the most beautiful orange flower. Visualize as you did before, each petal unfolding, becoming more and more beautiful as this orange, beautiful sunshine orange flower opens fully. As we've now opened our two lower chakras, I ask you to watch that energy flowing upwards through that column until it reaches your solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra that's round about the belly button or just above. And as the energy tops up this center, again I want you to watch the golden layers peeling back, only this time to reveal the brightest yellow flower. Notice how beautiful that flower becomes as each petal unfolds, and know that the energy that's coming from the source is feeding these chakras and topping them up with energy. Keep your attention on that chakra until every petal has unfolded and you're left with a beautiful yellow flower. As we draw that energy in and we go further up still, I now want you to focus where your heart chakra is. This is the green chakra. I want that energy to be visualized as opening that golden layers of the bud or egg shape, whichever you chose. And as those golden layers fold back, I want you to visualize a beautiful green flower. This can be whatever colour green, whatever shade of green you like. And notice the petals slowly opening one by one and absorbing this beautiful energy that's flowing into your being. And when the chakra's fully open, I now want you to take your attention up to the throat as the energy continues to fill that column of light. And as we focus on the throat chakra, once again, as the energy flows into it, I want you to visualize the golden layers being peeled back again, only this time to reveal a beautiful blue flower. And as you notice, as the energy flows, each petal unfolds and the flower becomes more and more beautiful and vibrant. When you're happy that your blue flower is fully bloomed, I want you to visualize that energy rising further up to where your third eye chakra is. This is the chakra that's right between your eyebrows. And as that energy flows into your third eye chakra, once again visualize those golden layers peeling back to reveal the most beautiful deep indigo flower. Notice how rich that indigo is and watch as each petal unfolds and absorbs that beautiful energy. And now I want you to see the column filling up with more of this beautiful energy, which takes that energy up the short journey until it reaches your crown chakra on the top of your head. Once again, as this energy pours in, I want you to visualize the golden layers peeling back once more. Only this time it reveals a beautiful violet flower. And as that energy pours in, I want you to visualize each petal unfolding one by one until the flower is fully opened and fully bloomed. As we have now opened all the chakras one by one, the column of bright white energy and light pouring through takes its journey straight from the higher source, spinning all your chakras perfectly balanced. They are all spinning at the same rate, each one spinning in an alternate way than the one before it. And now we may choose to sit a while with our chakras opening knowing that we are fully protected by the bright white column of light and energy flowing straight from the source through our body, down through our roots to the centre of Mother Earth. As you visualise this energy flowing through your chakras, I want you to imagine that beautiful white light permeating the chakras into your body, so that all that beautiful energy can heal any parts of you that may need healing. You can allow that light and energy to wash away any tension, any stresses, any aches and pains or niggles. And know that as it does so, it then simply flows back down through your roots, deep into the centre of the earth, where it can be transformed and transmuted into positive energy to be recycled by the universe, so that whoever needs it may benefit from that energy. This, of course, will allow you to use that energy outside of your meditations, and you will be able to tap into and tune into this energy whenever you feel the need to do so. Be that for your own relaxation and peace, or be that opening your chakras so that you may communicate with beings in the higher realms, such as those who have passed over to spirit, be they your loved ones or other people's loved ones that simply wish to use you as a messenger to pass those messages on. Know that as each and every chakra is finely tuned and functioning at its absolute maximum, that you will come out of this meditation feeling refreshed, rejuvenated and healthy. Now I invite you to sit for a few moments and just experience that wave of healing energy, that wave of light, protection flowing through your being. And now I ask you to bring your attention back to my voice. Know that at any time you wish, you may bring yourself to this center of calmness with all your chakras open, and to tune in and use the energy that we've used today. You may wish to do this daily. You may wish to do this more than once a day while you get used to the feeling of opening and closing these chakras. The choice is entirely yours. And now we are going to go through the process of closing each chakra down. But please know that any energy that's been absorbed within the chakras will stay. It will stay within your body and within your being. And even though we are closing the chakras, know that you can go back and open all your chakras again anytime you feel that energy level needs topping up. So now I would like to invite you to bring your awareness back to your crown chakra. And as we look at the beautiful violet flower that has opened in that center, I now invite you to envisage the petals folding back in, one by one, until all the petals are folded right back down to the bud that we first saw when we arrived at this chakra. I want you to envisage these petals folding as tight as possible, and once all the petals are tightly folded back in, I want you to see the gold layer that we opened slowly closing back in around the flower and sealing that chakra tightly shut. And once we are happy that the crown chakra is fully closed, I ask you now to bring your attention to the chakra at the point of the third eye. Admire once again this beautiful indigo flower, and as we admire it, notice how now the petals are folding back in on this flower too, one by one, ever so slowly, until all those petals are tightly formed back into that bud that we saw earlier. And when all the petals are as tightly closed as you can imagine, I want you once again to envisage the golden layer tightly surrounding that bud and protecting it and keeping it closed until the next time we choose to allow it to open. And then we move down to the chakra at your throat, where you will see the beautiful blue flower that opened before us. I want you once again to envisage the blue petals folding in on themselves until all the petals are closed right in, and once again we have a beautiful blue bud of a flower. And then I ask that you bring in the golden layer around it, wrapping it tightly and protecting it. So we know that the throat chakra is now fully closed. I then ask you to move down to the chakra at the center of your heart. And of course here we had a beautiful green flower. I want you now to visualize that green flower folding back in on itself, all the petals folding in tightly, as tight as can be, until once again we have a green flower bud, and at which point please visualize the golden layers coming back and sealing that heart chakra, fully protected and closed until we need to open it again. From here we move down to the solar plexus chakra, just over your belly button, where we have our beautiful yellow flower. Beautiful bright yellow flower. And as you look at this flower, I want you to see that now the petals are closing one by one. And with each petal that closes, the bud gets tighter and tighter until it's fully closed. And then we envisage the golden layers coming round and sealing that chakra closed until we need to open it again. From here we move down to the sacral chakra. This is the chakra that is just below the belly button. And here we have our orange flower. And as we look at the bright sunshine orange flower, we notice that now the petals are folding back in once again. These petals fold tighter and tighter until we just have an orange flower bud, at which point we visualize the golden protective layer sealing around that chakra in order that it will remain safely closed until such a time that we choose to open it. And finally we move down to the root chakra, the chakra at the base of your tailbone, that rich red chakra. And as you see this beautiful red flower, I want you to visualize the petals folding in once more. And I want you to notice how tightly those petals fold in, so that all we see is a bud. And at this point, finally once again, I would like you to envisage that golden layer drawing up and around the chakra, protecting it and tightly wrapping it closed. And now, as we're confident that all our chakras look exactly the same, they are all back to a golden bud shape or egg shape, whichever you chose. And we know that all our energy centres are safely sealed, and that we will sense no energy within them. We will pick up no outside influences, as all these chakras are now safely closed. And as we realise that we are now all balanced in the chakras, we now draw in the beautiful bright white light from high, high above us, and we bring that light down through that column so that all the energy is once again within our bodies. And with this, we visualise that that channel is now closed, and the energy flows down through our bodies, taking with it any non-serving energies that may still be lingering around. And that light takes those energies right down through your roots, right down to the core of Mother Earth. And as it does, I now want you to visualise the roots from your soles of your feet drawing back up into your feet. And know that now all your energies are safely tucked away within your body, your being. Nobody can tap into those energies now and drain them from you in any way, shape or form. And equally so, you cannot be affected by other people's energies and any messengers from any other realm. We will not be affected by those because we are now closed down. And it is only at a time when we choose to open those chakras again and repeat this meditation that you will be open again to absorb the energies around you and the infinite energy source of the universe, in order that you can use it in whichever way you choose. Be that for your own benefit, be it for you to send out that energy in the form of healing, which we are all capable of doing, or be it simply for us to open up to any messengers from the spirit realm. Each time we do this meditation or this exercise, it is our responsibility to send out the message to the universe and all its inhabitants. The reason why on the day we do this meditation that we are sitting. If we are merely sitting to practice the opening and closing process of the chakras, we state that at the beginning of the exercise. That and only that is the reason why we are sitting that day. If we are at a point where we're confident to open up to spirit, that we wish to channel messages from spirit or gain information for our own growth, then when we sit, we must also put out that thought too. But know that that is always your choice. You and only you are in control. And it is only when you open your energy field, your chakras, when you consent to allow those messages in, know that at no other time will spirit be drawn forward and expect access to your time, your thoughts, or your mind. I now invite you to take some deep breaths in through your nose. Hold them for a few moments and then slowly breathe them out. Breathe in as we did before for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. Breathe out for a count of 4. And wait for a count of 4. I invite you to repeat that cycle as often as you wish, or as many times as you wish. But please know, with every cycle of breath, you are becoming a little bit more aware of your physical body, of your surroundings, feel once again your connection with either your chair or the floor or whatever you're sitting or lying on. Take some more deep breaths, and as you do, I want you to start focusing your attention on your toes, and I want you to wriggle your toes a little bit and then a little bit more until you feel all the energy back in your feet. And slowly repeat the process with your hands and your fingers. Give them a little wiggle until you're conscious of the feeling of them again. And then when you feel fully back physically, I invite you in your own time to open your eyes. Take a few moments to feel back inside and present in your physical body. And I now suggest that you have a glass of water and take a few moments to reflect on the feelings or thoughts that you may have sensed or felt throughout the exercise. And I ask that you take the time to write things down that may have come into your mind during that time. Write down how that felt for you and how easy or difficult it was at this time. If there was a chakra that you felt you needed to give a little bit more attention to, write that down too. And then as you repeat this process, I suggest you do the same each time. And in time, with practice, this exercise will become easier and easier and will flow much more smoothly. Please practice and enjoy. Thank you.